For thousands of years, the Khoisan people thrived in this landscape. They endured scorching summers and freezing winters. For them, it is a land of apparent dualisms, a place of ritual and mythology, where water is a force of destruction, yet sustains life. A place where the same sand that drifts on the wind also builds solid rock. This is a place for telling the old stories of the water cow, of mortality, of life after death. And just as the mythologies of the Khoikhoi, the landscape today is constantly shifting, moving, changing, under new threat. Civilization encroaches on the wilderness, and winter rainfall in the already dry environment is becoming less frequent. A landscape formed by magma and ice now faces man-made fires, which endanger countless endemic species, including the cedar tree from which the area gets its name. The tides of creation and destruction ebb and flow here in an endless cycle. "3 days here was not enough. This will certainly not be my last visit to this utterly stunning landscape. Welcome to the Cederberg Wilderness."
Now you could say, well, hold on, radio and television were there and partisan before sacred cows. And they went from something like 5 of those happening per year to now hundreds of those happening. So you end up with this world where the things that we're most paying attention to are based on algorithms that even use Facebook and Twitter or YouTube. We also...
Well, just made it here to Cederberg in the Western Cape in South Africa. It's one of my absolute favorite places. I try to come here every time I'm in South Africa. It took about 3.5 hours to get up here, but it's well worth the drive. And I mean, check out these huge sandstone formations behind me already. Staying in a cute little cottage just over there. Should be a good base. We're pretty central in the sort of wilderness area here, so there'll be good opportunities for sunrise, sunset shoots, and yeah, there's some really beautiful scenery here. Well, I need to go and load 2 sheets of film, and then driving a little bit further up north to a place I've never actually been before in the Cederberg. So that should be very interesting, and try and see if I can get some compositions. But yeah, for now, just very happy to be here. It's about 38 degrees Celsius, something like 100 degrees Fahrenheit right now. But boy, it's just absolutely stunning. So yeah, I'll go load some film and then hopefully get out and do some photography. windy. Right, so I'm shooting at f22 and a third and 1 second with the red filter. But that 1 second, I just need to wait for a good break in the wind to be able to grab the shot. It's kind of gusty, so every now and then there is a bit of a lull, and I'll take the photo then. As Ben Horn might say, between the wind. But yeah, this is just it's just a lovely scene. You know, you've got the trees, the fynbos, the sandstone, these sort of shocking blue skies that you get here in the Cederberg. Yeah, beautiful. Right. Let's see if I can grab this. Just calming a bit. I can see some of the trees on the hill are moving quite a bit. So I'm actually more worried about those than anything in the foreground. Still a bit of movement. There we go. Dark slide back in. There we are. Shot number 1 for this evening. Well, it's the end of the day here, and just taking a little stroll around at the end of this path, but trying not to chase the light. Generally not the best idea with large format. So just maybe looking out for compositions to revisit, and yeah, learning from this new area. It's so beautiful here. Actually, a lot of people come here for rock climbing, so that's the other problem right now, is it's pretty windy, so large format is proving to be difficult, especially at this time of day when you've got those really long shutter speeds. All this foreground just completely blurs out. But yeah, I think probably turn around, head back to the car now, and look at some of the wider landscape scenes. You might make it into my vlog in this scene.
I might.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice. Also wanted to do things. Where's the water bottle?
In the top compartment.
Wait!
Oh. Good morning, everybody. So, last night, camera fell over in the wind. Didn't really feel like doing much more video work after that, but there were a couple little pieces that chipped and one thing that fell off, but I managed to find some super glue and put it all together again at the little cottage that I'm staying at. So I think the camera's fixed, but we will see if there's anything that isn't working properly this morning. So I'm just down here at this beautiful valley. Follows the river from our cottage all the way down the valley to a huge dam, and there's some wonderful foliage down in the valley, and that's going to be probably the main subject of this morning's shot. I might include some of the further mountains. If we look down the valley, it's probably quite overexposed, but there's a nice sort of V shape down in the valley, and some of the beautiful big sandstone rocks. So I'm going to frame something up and then I can show you afterwards. Well, I have actually set up a slightly different composition than what I thought I would. The trees down in the valley there are just a little bit obscured and a bit close to some of these roadside bushes, so I can't actually get a composition on them. But luckily, literally, 10 meters further back up the road, there's sort of a B composition where this black burnt fynbos, just a single one this time, sort of standing up against some lovely red sandstone. So that's what I've set up. I've got a horizontal composition here, and it's feeling just sort of nice and calm, and it's a beautiful, peaceful morning. And quite a dramatic change from last night. But lesson learned. Just gonna see what happens as the sunlight pokes over the top of the mountains to the east, and if it's worth taking another frame or not. But for now, just gonna enjoy the morning. So. Right, well I put a red filter on for this exposure, bringing the shutter speed down to 13.5 seconds with reciprocity. So I will just take that now. It's really nice and calm. So I've actually set up another composition here, and I'm just gonna give it a go. As the light starts to come down the valley there, I realized that it's a shot worth trying to get at least. So I'm gonna use one frame on it, and again I'm doing red filter But yeah, I think I'm just waiting for the sun to hit sort of, I don't know if you can see, it might just be behind my camera, but that ridge line in the sort of mid-ground, and I think that'll be when I take my shot. It should be any second now, so that'll be it for this morning. I guess it's a tale of two halves from day 1 to day 2 here in the Cederberg. You know, still learning large format, but also exploring new areas, and it's been a lot of fun, but you know, ups and downs. I don't think anyone likes to see their camera topple over like that. Anyway, I'll get this shot, but otherwise I will do some more video this evening when I go out to one of my favorite areas. I've been a few times now, so I'm getting the hang of things. See you later.